स्टप रेकर्डिङ दाबे थिए त्यही पनि रेकर्ड गर्छ यार यति लामो कन्भर्सेसन आमासँग
कस्तो खतरा एप रहेछ अनि
ओबिएस को हो त
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah,
मलाई अझै यकिन भएको छैन कि यो गेम हाईमा चल्दैछ
अझै थाहा नै छैन यो गेम मिडियममा हो क्या मेरो त तर हेनरीको ज्यान चाहिँ भोवाल छ है
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Henry anger sad वाला फेस हेनरीको ज्यान मुक्त राम्रो भयो Nothing can be hotter than Henry's jam. You are a wanted man. किन बे के गरे मैले नुहाए
We'll get out of the woods and
Shoot, volume 1
that shoulder of yours fixed up. So,
तिम्रै गर्दाखेरि यो ट्रुथ भोल्युम 1 निक्लिएको
त्यस्तो नगर्नु त हनी सिंहले निकालेको हैन
तिमी हनी सिंहको दुध दिने मान्छे हैन
म दुध
someone in
दिदिन
front of us. Down.
तिमीले दिदैनौ हैन तर निकाल्छौ नि
दिदेर निकाल्ने के हो यार
no fucking around.
थाहा रहेछ त तिमीलाई
म दिन्छु म निकाल्दिन
युरोपै हो
युरोपै
No. Fuck.
त्यही भएर त राम्रो छ अमेरिकन फ्यान्टेसी भएको लागि राख्छु ओइ केडा
उर्वारे हो खायो यता आइज ए हान्स ओ टागा
Hey. There's more of them up top.
केडा
Run ahead of them.
भाग हान्स
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
काले हेर्छ मेरो भ्युअरहरुले
Oh, you don't say, genius.
टोर्च हुनु पर्ने नि एम्प्लिफायर
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Go through the rocks and see if there's a way remove that.
Hans! Hey, Hans!
अन्डेका तेल दे दे
कहाँबाट कराइरा छ हेनरीले यहाँ हान्स पनि छ ए बाच्यो हान्स बाच्यो
अन्डेका तेल डिटर्जेन्ट पाउडर पेल इन मार्यो ओ राजाजी
This looks like a way out.
नकआउट हान्दाखेरि के भन्छ
हान्नै पर्दैन
Soldiers popped up and
नकआउट हान्दाखेरि वेल हान्नै पर्दैन त्यो त तर नकआउट हान्दाखेरि चाहिँ लेफ्ट क्लिक हान्नु पर्छ बिचमा
ए त्यही त्यो सोर्डको आइकन त्यसैले देखा ओ स्लाइड
फिस्ट
नेचुरल ओ सोर्ड छ मस योसँग मेस छ
You're a dead man! You can't take me!
You fail to recognize. I am the son of Sir Red Singh Govind.
त्यहाँसम्म पुगेको छैन मैले साथी नकर त्यहाँसम्म पुगेको छैन कि म साथी नकर
होला अब यो को बोलिरहेको
I might teach you how to handle a sword. So then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
डायलग चाहिँ दियो है डायलग चाहिँ दियो
If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
I got out
Fine job.
ओए नाङ्गो Nango of Skeleton.
Bug. Shoulder of Skeleton. Thank you for the sword.
Sword of Skeleton.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
And
Blacksmith of Skeleton.
It has its benefits.
मलाई अनि बुढे बुढो
यसलाई त म चिन्छु.
Keeping your head on your
यो
shoulders.
त मेरो सौतेनी बाउ.
सौतेनी बाउ
भन्छ स्टेप फादरले मलाई थाहा छैन.
You know how things really are.
त्यही नै भन्छ होला नि पेल्दै छु यार मैले पेल डिटर्जेन्ट पाउडर मुजी खागु मेरो गु आइज हेनरीको गु चाखा छस् रेड जिकको यो गु
यो फुल निक्लिन्छ हेनरीको चाकबाट भगलाई.
रेड जिकको खुराको गु
Not yet.
Am I dead?
ब्ल्याक स्मिथको गु मोल्टन निस्किन्छ
I am लावा निक्लिन्छ चाक.
मट पेल डिटर्जेन्ट पाउडर
पहिला त बाउ हल्का मोटो थियो हैन सौतेनी बाउ त. सौतेनी
जिम गयो होला नि त
मरिसक्यो जिम गयो.
जीसस क्राइस्ट प्रेयर गर्दै पेल्छ
You chose a different path than I wanted for you.
Adventure is life.
It was meant to be.
It can end before it even gets started.
Once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight.
To fight?
You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster.
Yes!
You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up.
Wake up!
It's not over
Wake up!
yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Wait, Hansले पाएको हो लुगा?
Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
लुगा पाएछ. ओए नाङ्गो छ त बे त्यो पछाडीको लास.
Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like
निकै तिमीले कपडा लगाइदेऊ न त लास्टलाई
that fellow landed with you.
छ्या.
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him. What are you wearing?
हेलो फादर
Well, he won't be needing it.
पा
You're running naked through the woods.
You won't do it
If
needing
you're
it.
capable of running at all.
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself.
तर मेरो
But
कुकुर
we've got to disappear. Right, come on, help you up.
रिभिल्ड एसजी च्यानल फेक
No. Edit out
You're
गर्.
able to talk. Talk. I know you're hanging in there.
ओ के हो त्यो? Assassin's Creed.
Henry, what are you staring at?
Fight to the bitter end
You're here.
Wake up Henry
के देखिरहेछ बे?
It's never over
ओ के देखिरहेछ?
Do this to me.
मिराज
Pull
देखिरहेछ.
yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
ओ ढोका किन छ बे?
The gate is closed. Don't worry, my name will open it. Fuck!
हरर गेम भएछ बे केसरी 2 त.
Letter! Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us. Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass. Bianca. Come on.
मेरो पहिलो गर्लफ्रेन्ड. मिराज देखिरहेछ.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword. Go into the
Assassin's
house.
Creed
Get anything
Rats.
else important from the truck.
Wait.
Go to the castle. Hurry.
Yes I have
You
It's in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right
Assassin's
behind
Creed
you.
Rats
No. You do what I say.
Fortune main quest
Christ's sake.
We'll take care.
Come on. Stand, damn it.
हेर्नुलाई वार फ्ल्यासब्याक
We'll
भइरहेछ.
make it together.
I'm holding up
See,
Pitchback music बत्ता अब
Henry, focus.
Silent Kingdom
Take me away. Henry, pull yourself together. No. Please. God, there's nobody
One army here is the one man army of Soranscape
Run. To it. Hang in there.
Mark,
Together. You'll see.
hard.
You're a warrior. You can do this.
मलाई हानिरहेछ नि तर मलाई लागेको
It's all right, Henry. I've got you.
हेर्नुले चाहिँ मान्छ
Just a little further.
बाँकी भएको भयो अहिले मारिसक्यो इमेजिनेसनले बाँकीको उ त देखाएको साथी
Henry.
एउटा टाउको मात्र भएर बाँचेको
Wake up.
How I imagined my dad looked when he was a child भनेर एउटा
Inventory.
बुढो मान्छेको टाउको मात्र छ अनि ब्यान्डेज लगाएको
My father always wanted.
भेट्ने छैन डाइपर ला
No, we can't stop. I let them.
It's my fault.
I let them all
They
die.
never let me down.
You never let me down. हान्सले बोल्यो
Henry, a light. Look,
त्यो लाइट हुँदा के
see it.
भएको लाइट
we've got to go.
I am very sorry
See the
father,
light.
mother. Sorry, stepfather, mother.
Hold on.
Seeing visions of mana.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help.
को यो विजिट धामी झाँक्री
फादरले एउटा क्युमिन चाहिँ मारेको रहेछ है
वन झाँक्री
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
बोन झाँक्री
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents
साइड क्वेस्ट दिने बित्तिकै भ्याउ दिने हो पुरै एरियामा त
were in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't
ओ
worry.
तालु खुइले
Now I've got you.
क्युमिन्स
ओइ कहाँबाट आयो ओइ
तालु खुइले You take my father, huh? My stepfather, huh?
मार हेर्ने मार त्यसलाई ओइ
Take you now.
हातले ट्याकल हान्दियो
Hey, lad. Are you
For every hair that hasn't grown on your head, I will take your wounds.
बाबा
I won't leave you.
ओइ रगत झन्नै रगत ओइ रगत झन् बग्यो यो बुढीले कसरी ब्यान्डेज गरी काम छैन मुला रेड
पुरै कन्भोइ नै मर्यो यार ओइ मैले मेरो हेल्थ देखेँ फुल छ जस्तो छ Pableta, is it you?
यो त लाइभ स्ट्रिम हाल्नु पर्ने होइन साथी यो गेमिङ त
They burned it to the ground.
Oh,
Slaughtered everyone. Who burned it to the ground?
okay, YouTube-मा
They attacked without warning.
दुईजनाले हेर्छु म हेर्छु
Get all the people inside the
तिमीलाई लागि म
gates.
लाइभ स्ट्रिम हाल्दिनँ कि क्या
We have to prepare for the worst.
PC को गाँड फट्छ लाइट स्ट्रिम हाल्यो
Make all the
भने त
necessary arrangements.
त्यसैले हान्दिनँ
तिम्रो RTX 3040
30 50
I am
Eh.
the Marquardt von Aulitz,
मार्क
I
फास्ट
come
What
in the
you mean? Oi, Orson!
King of Hungary and Croatia.
The sword!
Get up now.
नाइ
There's work to do.
हान्सले त दामी
यो त्यही हिलो
Hey lad, are you alive lad?
Ma, laddie?
I angel my laddie
Oh, mother and father having fun. Way rocket त डेन्जर छ यार हिन्दीमा what the fuck.
Grace, I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What?
The flow of blood.
Where would you be?
Blood, sweat and tears.
Where you and that pal of yours burst in last night.
BLUD blood. Lian bulud.
Hans, where is?
Ona kस्तो गुचा पे यार.
Hans, where is? सुतिरहेको त्यो हान्स हो रहेछ त्यसलाई नि हिल गरेर रहेछ
रुको साथी हगेर आए हामीले 2 मिनेट.
Damn! The wound is still bleeding. That's really good. Aye, true bliss is a full belly. Damn! The wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Bandage that wound of yours, would you? I don't want to have to raise you from the dead again. I gave you bandages. It ain't nothing too hard.
I feel like a new man. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
Well. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
No, not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. So I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't
Where should I put him?
grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't...
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it. Shit! Shoulder! This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough. A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy. Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. I feel quite hungry. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about?
Are you?
We're from Lord von Berghoff, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgos. I never knew before.
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new. For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. When I say we're from Burgos, then we're from fucking Burgos. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry. Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for 2 battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask Angelo about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside. Hey, what are you...
Growler.
Get ready to face your maker!
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ.
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some night yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you 2. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you 2 are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Fuck. This damn shoulder.
A sword such as this will bring honour to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans! He's alive! How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zhelyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Oh, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
There must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armour. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail, whacked him with it with the last of my strength, and luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Havlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned. Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us. And we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am!
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar!
I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double.
The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're going to need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I've heard that witch. Wench!
I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard some talk about it.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off.
All right.
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with my old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he backed. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy.
All right, we'll do it. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits.
It's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see where you're actually from, if you don't.
Skalitz.
I ain't been further than the back, but I know this place.
I heard some talk about some wedding being.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Where's the wedding going to?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be.
Who is this Semi?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.